keep this show moving along. Let's just stroll on over to Israel right now. Now, I've heard that Israel may have shut down again because of COVID-19, increase in COVID-19 cases. So we'll just take a look and see what's really going on with Israel, okay? So welcome back to Israel, to Dave's Data channel on Twitch and Caribou Data Science channel on YouTube, okay? So Israel, let's go and fire up your numbers here and see exactly what's going on. Okay, Israel, what you've had, let's call it well, let's just call it, let's call what it is. 1,348,800 cases, 8,210 deaths. And you can see that your COVID-19 so it looks as if Israel's 2021 cases have doubled 2020 cases. Okay. And certainly Israel's 2020 deaths have passed 2020 deaths. If we take a look here, there is some good news among these numbers here, okay? You got a spike back over here on January 27th at 11,934 cases. Then you had this crazy low numbers, low triple digits, double digits, cases all during the spring and summer. Then about in July, you had another new spike, and that spike topped out on September the 8th at 22,291 cases, before falling back down again to around 473 cases for a single day, and an average cases of 571. Okay. Now, what about deaths? Again, we have the same thing in deaths. Just some crazy low numbers here during the spring and summer, all the way back over to here, all the way back over here. So you can see here, beginning on April the 11th, the numbers, the deaths on a daily basis are low double digits to even single digits sometimes. So you can see here on September the 8th, Israel, your deaths were back up to 56 before falling. There's some crazy low number over here well, you can see here back here on December the 6th, your deaths were only 5. So overall, your numbers are still looking pretty doggone good. Let's be honest about this. So again, the long declining pattern, spring and summer, this crazy low cases here. This line's 10,000. Look at all the weeks in a row when the COVID-19 cases were less than 10,000 for a week. Then you had the spike over here, again followed by a long declining pattern. Again, this is 10,000 cases, right? So this right here is about 5,000. So for the last few weeks, your COVID-19 cases by week have been less than 5,000. Okay. Now what about deaths? The same pattern, deaths, long declining pattern, crazy low deaths, spring and summer. The August spike followed by another declining trend in deaths over here. And that line there is 50. Now again, let's look at monthly cases. Again, this big drop here, then these months here, spring and summer, when your cases were this crazy low. Because this line here is a 25,000. A 3-month increase, and now there's a very good chance that December is going to be the 3rd month in a row, Israel, when we see a decline in COVID-19 cases in Israel. What about COVID-19 deaths? Well, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have this whole 4 month period here when your monthly deaths were just like crazy low. Because again, this is 250. Okay, so this is like 125 deaths or less for these 4 months here. Now's a good chance that December is going to be the third month in a row. Again, we see a decline in COVID-19 deaths in Israel. Okay, so that concludes the report for Israel for today. Let's just fire this report up to the. We're going to commit these changes up there. So this concludes the report for Israel for today. We'll be back in a moment with the report for I think it's the state of Ohio, right?